started. First, I want to thank everybody for coming out. You got the raggedy mic. I want to thank everybody for coming out and supporting Unpacked Bags. This is my second episode, and we're discussing the dating games. I don't know if you. Okay, there we go. Before we get started, I'm going to open up with some spoken word from Po Boys and Poets. He's going to come before us and spit some poetry, some spoken word. For those of you who do not follow my page, you guys know I do poetry, and I heard him a couple of weeks ago, and he is really, really phenomenal. So he's going to bring some poetry that has something to do with dating. Okay, so you guys give a round of applause for Spoke. Come on, let's go. Come on now.
Oh, I get it. You thought giving me civil rights was gonna take you off my shit list. Hell no, I still regurgitate that swine, that apple pie, and that cow milk you force-fed me. I only remember when integration turned this nigga to a raisin in the sun of your supremacy, but 1,000 years ago you struggled to even mimic me. Yeah, I peep your self-imposed dissonance of how you like to mock what happened. Oh, we gonna push all these niggas out their land for it to be our main attraction. I marveled at your crimes, it was like wickedness laced with syphilis, tearing open the bowels of nature. See, as soon as you got close, we was nothing more than a host for a little capitalism, and manifest destiny was my vasectomy. I mean, you can see how the apples fall from the trees with no seeds, begging the government for safety, and the villain masquerade as a hero, taking these little mission trips to dissect Haiti. And I know your fear of me runs deeper than the roots you tore from my family tree. You be fearing the seeds of hate that's planted. That's why I never catch your ass in the hood. So since you fearing the traps, damn it, of course you fearing the black planet. I swear it be feeling like Jesus only told me to turn the other cheek to get backhanded. Cause I was there when Tubman had that divine scheme. I had that kind of love Coltrane with Divine Supreme. I've been getting whipped before Wu-Tang could find cream. And I ain't really tripping off black on black crime. Y'all been training niggas to kill each other since Idi Amin. And I've been all through Revelations and Genesis. Had mercy for society's menaces. Made love to every immigrant. I spoke every language with your backstabbing Benedict. Split bills, all the niggas that killed, and got my ass whooped by a few heavyweights. Safe to say I've been a washed up nigga since Bush let the levees break. And I took joyrides with your policeman. Oh, it's safe to say I know they plans crazy, all that shit they was saying. I couldn't wrap that truth around my mind like the glove on OJ hands. And I sang sinful songs in Kirk Franklin's truest choir. Aretha had me baptized through the fire. I mean, almost got killed because I couldn't stand the flames and the lead showers in Flint. Even Johnny Gill couldn't stand the rain. I mean, I've been going insane for a long time. I've been losing my brain for a long time, just trying to figure out how niggas can run, but not stay on track while they live off scraps, damn it. But maybe that's just how it is when you live in a black planet. Alright, thank you. So yeah, I'm part of a poetry collective called Po Boys and Poets. We have a show twice a month, second and fourth Friday.
Presented by Scatta Entertainment, Appalachian Line Management. This is going down, man. If you missed the first episode, man, it was really intense, man. It was a dope show. So this is Date Games, episode 2, Unpacked Bags. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, man. Y'all, if you got your phones, put it on silent, please. You know. But if you have any questions for the panel, and I'll let y'all know. Y'all can holler at me, just tell everybody where you from, who you are, and we get it cracking. So Amanda, go ahead, baby.
Unpacked Bags is a podcast that brings in real situations. I'm not the podcast that talks about the celebrity situations. I want the real deal, what's happening today with the everyday people, the average people, okay? So this podcast is not to be filtered. So anybody that's offended by any cuss words, I do apologize now, because that just might come out, okay? We are talking about the dating games, and I have a beautiful panel here today. I have Chris, if you guys know him from the last podcast. Chris is, I'm gonna let him explain his relationship status. I'll start that with Chris and let him tell you a little bit about himself, and I'll also ask each person on the panel a question, and then we'll dig right into it. Go ahead, buddy.
Well, I'm Chris. Y'all can follow me, but I go as Cope on the Like the Living page. Y'all can subscribe to that YouTube channel. follow my IG, just Copeland. I'm doing a little bit of modeling on that page. And the best way to describe my status at this moment, I guess I'll be single on this panel. I guess for all the way single. So I'm just coming from that angle.
Okay. Next we have Minkin. Minkin is a good friend of mine. Can you tell them a little bit about yourself and your relationship status, and then we'll get into the questions.
I am originally from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I've been here about maybe 15, 16 years. I am single. I have been married before, but I've been single for the past 5 or 6 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we have Chauncey. Chauncey, tell them your relationship status and a little bit about yourself.
All right, my name is Chauncey. I go by CJ also. I was born and raised in Nashville. My status, I'm single also. Never been married, no kids. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Well, as you guys know, I am Amanda. Why we do like school? We say, even though we automatically say what our name is, you still come out. My name is.
Well, I guess I don't even say like I've never been married, never been divorced, never no kids.
There we go.
None of that. So
there we go.
Put that in there too.
My name is Amanda, and I am divorced, and I'm actually speaking from the non-single area. So we'll see how that pans out. So my question first for Cope is, now let me start with Chauncey. What is your type and why? And the questions before he gives his answers, the questions are basically so we can see where their personality is. So when we have a little bit of agreements or disagreements, you already know what kind of person that person is as to why they're giving their answer. So what is your type and why?
When you say type, are you like, is it just bored all the way down to physical, or are we talking about physical and
whatever you want to give me? What gets you rolling?
I mean, like really, what my type is somebody that I can really just vibe with. So I mean, of course, you're gonna have to be physically attracted or attractive, but I don't know, like it's gonna be deeper than that, obviously, but. I mean, just somebody that I can really vibe with, enjoy time with. Of course, everybody probably wants that. So, I guess I need to go a little deeper with my answer. I don't know. I mean, it's tough to say because, I mean, I don't discriminate against nothing. I like women.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, it's kind of hard to describe, what type physically.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know.
Okay. So, Minkin, your question would be, what is the first thing you see when you see a man?
How he keeps himself up, his appearance.
So, are you the type if he got dirty shoes, you like, nah?
It's gonna be a
Okay.
We just got out of work. You didn't give him a chance. Man.
Known that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good point. But I'm kind of closed off, I'll admit it, for the most part. I have to be in a certain setting, it has to be a certain way, just telling the truth, being honest. So.
I got you.
Okay. And Coach, where would you say would be the place that you would get the most numbers from since you're single?
Where would the place I would get the most numbers from?
Yeah, you get them out of church?
Nah, not church. Probably. If social media happens to get, numbers on social media, a lot of times they'll be like, oh, well, you look different in person, as far as they may find me look better than in person than on pictures.
Okay.
Which that's just however they view that. But I would probably say in person, bar scene, club scene, going to the grocery store, leaving the gym.
Wherever. Wherever you get the number, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So to everybody, we're digging right on into it. What is your true definition of dating? Y'all don't be shy up here. I've heard every last one of y'all talk. So don't be shy. Let me have it. Act like we on the phone.
True definition of dating?
True definition of dating. Because some people say we dating, but we don't got no title. But some people think we dating, we together.
Right.
So what is your true definition of dating?
I feel the true definition of dating is y'all are trying to grow with each other, learn one another, and to on your way to the next step. I mean, I feel like it's leading towards something. I don't really feel like dating is kind of just joyriding and stuff. Like it's a reason y'all dating. Like I'm not going to date somebody I don't feel like I'm gonna talk to in 3 months. I'm not gonna date somebody in particular. I just feel like I'm a one night only.
Okay.
Like I'm dating. I feel like it's something you do with a purpose.
Okay.
Something behind it.
Okay.
Like if I'm one night, you ain't no reason to date you. I'm not taking you out none of that stuff. So we ain't no dating.
We ain't dating. We ain't spending no extra funds.
No. I'm coming to the crib. You come to mine. Nah, I'm coming to your crib.
Okay.
But yeah, dating is something you're doing. I feel like with a purpose. No, there's no time on it, but I feel like it's something with a purpose.
Yeah.
Is that where you at? What's your definition?
Yeah, I most definitely think that it would be about a purpose. But I mean, when you dating, to me, I feel like it has to be understood. I think a conversation has to be held. You know, a lot of people just say, well, we just go with the feel of it, and then, you know, whatever happens, happens. I think most of the time they can cause confusion. You know what I'm saying? Like, one person might be on one page, somebody else, you know, the other person might be on a different page. So I feel like you most definitely have to have a conversation about what are we doing, you know, what's going on. And then, you know, once you had a conversation, hey, if you're not dealing with nobody, I ain't dealing with nobody, you know, let's become exclusive. I feel like that type of conversation has to be held, you know, anytime that it comes to, you know, quote unquote dating.
Okay. You got anything on that, Mika?
I consider dating the point where you gather all the information about this person. You know, I really keep my feelings separated during that time. I'm just getting to know you. I'm not involved with you, but I believe in dating multiple guys at one time. So I mean, I have a reason behind it. And I also believe in that guy having multiple women that he's, you know, dating at the same time too. So I'm a little different.
Just on the dating scene, it's more so.
That is.
Ain't nothing like it. That's different.
But you know that he come from a woman anyway. You know what I'm saying?
So guys is like that all the time.
I can't say
for the most part. I mean, it's not rare for y'all. Let me say it like that.
I would say, I feel like with the term, like it's like dating. I can be dating you, but I can kick it with you on a different level. So I'm dating her, doing stuff with you, doing stuff with her. Like I go out on dates trying to get to know her. I already know what you coming with. And I know what I'm doing with her. So I guess you can call that dating all at once, but I'm not dating y'all two. I'm just dating her. And then if we actually get established with something, I'll cut y'all off. So it can be like that name on how I'm dating all three of y'all. I'm dating her, but I have other options on the side that I do other things with. But I'm using her exclusive. She's exclusive. So I'm actually putting.
So you're saying that you're making her exclusive because you just feel a different way than the other three girls?
Feel a different way about her than the other three girls.
So that's kind of like your main area that you're working in.
Well, yes, and y'all can be the side. If y'all want to just like dumb down, y'all can be the side chick.
He's not taking the other girl seriously. So there's one that you have your eye on, and that's the way I do it too, but just vice versa, because you know, you do it with girls, I do it with guys. There's a certain one I have my eye on.
So why are we keeping the other two then?
Because just because I have my eye on you doesn't necessarily mean that this is going to work out.
So y'all playing it safe?
It can be called that, I guess, but I mean, it's like, I guess when they put all your apples or oranges in the same basket, I guess, you know, well, I'm still learning you though, so I can't just, you know, I'm betting all my dice, I bet everything on this, and I don't really know what's with it.
Well, you threw the word side chick out there, so
I didn't say that.
You threw the word side chicks out there, so it's like, you know, why is it the point? I mean, if you're trying to be, you know that you're going to be exclusive, you know a lot about this one right here. Like Amanda was saying, why even waste time with the other two? Because, I mean, it's like, it's kind of like going to Baskin Robbins. You have a variety in front of you, and then until you taste each one, you know, not talking sexually, but I'm just saying, like, when you taste each one at Baskin Robbins, then you find out, and then you like, and then you know, I was just trying to play it safe. I mean, you could, but you know, I was trying to play it safe, but yeah, we insist. We're not filtered, right?
We're not
filtered. Cool. But you know what I'm saying? When you go to Baskin Robbins, you got all three in front of you, and you don't know which one, you know, tastes the best until you say, all right, give me a small spoon of each of these. You know what I'm saying? And then when you find out whichever one has all of the ingredients that you like, go on roll with them.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. You definitely make sense, but it's like I'm still piecing off each pack though. This one, I've had strawberry, I had vanilla, but chocolate came along. It's like, oh, chocolate a little bit more sweeter than them. She got a little bit more a situation going on that I'm more attracted to, but I don't dismiss them because like, oh, she's new to me. but I'm still trying to learn her as well. I have
everything though. If chocolate tastes good to you, why we still eat?
But I'm not. But it's like I still got it in the refrigerator. But I
That's what I'm saying. You still getting everything that you want from it.
because look, vanilla bean might come along. The fourth one, they're like, oh, they made me cancel out chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. So I mean, it's just like dating. Like I said, you still getting to learn somebody. With y'all, I'm not dating y'all. It's just we have an understood thing. Me and girl over here understood thing. I'm still getting to learn this girl. So if I'm still learning her, we get to that point, then y'all spoiled milk.
And the one
but it's still not.
That's dating. So you got the other two over here, and the one that you are dating. If it's okay for her to have the other two as well. She can have something over here too. Okay.
Okay. Well, see, from my perspective, I call that kicking it. I call it. What did somebody say?
You said what?
You said what?
No, well, see,
Not necessarily
not
everybody
necessarily.
has sex with everybody.
Right.
You know, just for the simple fact that you kicking it with 5 people doesn't mean that you're actually having
That
sex
you
with
having
5
sex
people.
with them, right.
See, that's the reason why.
I don't.
That's the reason. Yeah, women had that same face.
Because I feel like women would be like,
weighing your options out. You know
Yeah, we
what I'm saying? They had the
automatically
same.
think, right, I can have
You automatically
sex with
thinking,
everybody.
well, how many girls you talking to? Well, I'm talking about 3 or 4. Oh, you also you busting
Oh, no.
like 3.
Well, that
Nah,
could
that
be
ain't
if you have
necessarily
sex
true.
with that girl though. If you ain't locked nothing down or whatever, you have sex with that one girl and you still got other people out. She gonna want to
You
know.
might-
but see,
You
what the
might
girl I'm
not-
dating though, we ain't having sex though. We just
Right.
strictly keeping it just all the way learning each other. I'm having sex with you, and then with her, I'm taking. We just own some other stuff.
Right, that makes sense.
So you know,
That makes sense.
Right, but
Woo, we just on question 1.
but real quick, from my perspective on that part right there, I call that not dating to me because we just had the definition of dating, what we think is dating,
Yeah.
which is exclusive.
Right,
So
yeah,
when you
yeah,
weighing
yeah.
out your options, you in the kicking it stage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We kicking
I
it right
understand
now,
that for sure.
and then filling out,
Yeah.
you know, each person. And like, all right, this one the one I want to hone in on. I gotta let y'all go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I call it. I see kicking it, dating, possibly marriage. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
Those 3
Definitely progress
stages,
to that, yeah.
black and white.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah,
I get that.
Yeah, I agree with that for sure. Yeah.
I'm not necessarily saying I disagree with it. I just want to understand. That's all.
Yeah, but see, and also I would say also real quick when at the same time, I feel like as a guy, well, I'm gonna say from my perspective anyway, if I'm still kicking it with other people and like I can agree with you say, it wouldn't necessarily be dating for me for real, and I allowed a woman to like openly say, oh y'all got other guys too, then we are kicking it.
Yeah.
But like when it's one of those things where we still growing to get to know each other, you kind of like, okay, well I'm kind of into you, we moving forward, then like we dating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Then I can cut off vanilla milk and strawberry milk.
Right.
I want to say too, for me, as for myself.
Man, he's trying to have all the flavors. Yeah, give me all of them. All 31 of them. Let me have them.
Speaking for myself, there are certain things that are available to you when I'm dating you, and there are certain things that are not available to you when we're dating. So like sex, you know, the serious things, it's not on the table.
Okay.
You know, that's just how I come in the door. I come in the door with strangers casually. I don't know you.
Right. Right.
So why would I bring my best foot forward, you know, right off top? Because I don't know if you're doing it or not.
Right.
And it's just a way for me to, you know, conserve my energy and what I'm bringing to the table. I know I'm good, but I'm like, you don't want to be out here overcommitting to just anybody and everybody, do you? So I mean, that's just the stance I come from.
Yeah.
So
Don't you kind of gotta know, you know, what you're getting into? Like if you don't put your cards out on the table.
you don't know. You don't know because people change. People lie. You know.
I feel like you can be yourself without just spilling all the beans though. I feel like you can kind of bring your energy and where you coming from and what you willing to deal with, not willing to deal with, but not say, oh I got a 1-bedroom apartment, I work this job. You know, you didn't have to break down all the other stuff. You can say, I'm coming from this angle.
Yeah.
But I want you to know I'm coming this angle, I'm not dealing with that. So
Right.
yeah.
Okay. Y'all good on
Yeah, we can go.
Oh, yeah.
We can talk on that for 3 hours. Bro.
Yeah.
For real.
On the first date, is it okay to go Dutch? How you guys feel about that? I put that one on. I posted that one on Instagram. I had some mixed feelings on there. I had some women that was like, no, he's supposed to pay for me. I had some men on there that was like, shit, if she asked me out, then she can pay for it. So I want to know, is it okay to go Dutch on the first date?
Me personally, I feel like if I ask you on a date, I'm gonna pay for it. If she actually asks me out, I want to do something, you know, it's kind of like Man, why didn't I ask her first? I may not be involved with her like she is with me. She's asking me out before I ask her out.
Right.
But if she asks me out and I go, I would at least pay my own. Like I'll pay for mine. It's cool.
Right.
But I was also, yes, I'll pay for yours. No, you got it. Cool. I ain't asked you 3 times. I asked you twice, so you got it. Cool.
Right.
But you need your food. I'll take
You
it.
will take it. Okay. Y'all got something on going Dutch? No. Pretty simple.
I mean, I don't mind paying. I mean, if you ask me out on a date, definitely you're paying for that. But, but I mean, I don't mind. 2-3 dates in, I'll grab the check.
Okay.
Just to say thank you.
But that first date, is that on him or does that depend
If you
on-
ask me out,
If
but
you-
I don't ask guys out, so yeah, you paying for it.
Oh, okay.
You know what? I guess I'm just gonna be the whole devil's advocate on the panel today. Like, I don't see anything wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? As far as going Dutch, and I used to.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to, ask the girl out,
Yeah.
foot the bill and all that kind of stuff. And sometimes it's like when you touch the stove, you learn. Mm-hmm. So you do things differently sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing it for a while, and I kind of switched my style up. And a lot of women hate this, and I take the heat for it. But this is my way of thinking when it comes to that. It's like I don't mind the Dutch thing. For one, it's like the phrase "supposed to." In my personal opinion, gets taken out of context.
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to have car insurance. You know what I'm saying? Like, but now you're supposed to not drive with, with your phone. Like, I'm not obligated to foot your bill. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, just like the levels that I was speaking on at first, we're friends first. Or we're starting off as associates. And so a lot of women hate to hear me say this too, but hey, earn it just like I'm trying to earn it. You know what I'm saying? We can get to that point. But it's like, if we talking about a $30 date, a lot of women say, well, I ain't worth $50. I ain't, and my question to you is, I ain't worth 25. For you taking your half and I take my half, and then a lot of women, they get upset at the fact that, guys might foot the bill a few times, and then when they looking for some pussy, they looking at them sideways.
Is that a double standard that women look for? When I'm out with you, you a man, right? You can't pay. I don't know you for real. I just did your first day. We now. I don't have to like. Yeah, I feel like don't get me wrong. I feel like women sometimes feel like they're obligated to pay for my bill when you take me out. I feel like they are for the most part. Yeah. But everybody has their own perspective. I don't mind.
Some women out there that still feel like
Yeah, you're supposed to.
You're supposed to pay for it.
And there's other women that's so independent, like I don't need all that. That's another story. But go ahead.
Well, I'm fine on the Dutch part for the first day getting to know each other. But after that though, I do feel like it's on the man. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. I'm even in the supposed to. Yeah, you supposed to feed me. And then if we talking about some noonie, here you go. But feed me. You know what I'm saying? We got it. Now if we talking about some cooking stuff, then I got you. But we going out, take me out. And then we got some more out right here. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it. But in the beginning, Dutch. I'm fine.
So let me ask you this. Because a lot of women say, well, you're supposed to, and this, that, and the third. What is your reason behind thinking that you're supposed to? Why is it gonna sway your decision one way or the other?
It don't sway my decision one way or the other. The supposed to is what I want for my relationship, regardless of what everybody else is talking about supposed to. What I want for me.
You threw the word relationship.
Or dating. Relationship, dating, anything. This is what I'm looking for in my lineup. That kicking it. This is what I'm looking for. Is what happens on my end. If we kicking it, if we dating.
So dating, basically, you supposed to pay for the bill. If we kicking it, we supposed to come up here 3 days a week. If we doing this, that's what I'm saying.
That's what you're supposed to do for me.
Okay.
Yeah,
your standards.
In my standards, that's how.
I guess the question that I'm trying to ask is, why does it matter?
That's just me. Same thing.
No, why does it matter?
Yeah, that's just my standard of everything. Just like what your type is. Yeah, this is what you like. You know what I'm saying? This is what I like for me. This is what I enjoy. This is what I expect, or all those things. That's just me. Okay. So, and the men that I deal with, that's what they do, and those are the ones that I stick with. So, and the ones that don't, I'm not necessarily saying I'm kicking them to the curb or nothing like that, but that is what I like though. So,
I want to put this out here. Who's supposed to breastfeed? When the baby's here, who's supposed to breastfeed?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's supposed
But y'all don't always,
wait. Who's supposed to carry the baby? Okay. Who's supposed to cook? Okay. Who's supposed to clean? All right. I just want to throw that out there. So we have our supposed to. Y'all have y'all supposed to.
That sounded cute.
Okay.
But the thing is,
Cute.
I don't know.
But that's what it is.
You threw that word supposed to out there again.
We don't have a choice.
No, you have a choice
because you might
Or
not
not
prefer
clean.
cooking, and you gonna be a stay-at-home mom or whatever, and cook, have all the things ready. But you might be, I'm gonna get my job, I'm gonna get my money too, I'm gonna do this. If I'm home, I'm tired now, we gonna order takeout or delivery. It's just what, I feel like what the standard is for you is different for you. So you say supposed to, like you're supposed to cook, like, I feel like that's a broad statement with women. I mean, that's some old stuff, like women supposed to cook.
it's still like, this is what women, what we have to do.
We have to do.
The
We don't have a choice
and all
Oh, well, that's,
stuff.
that's what I'm saying.
Of course.
No, she just saying as far as what's supposed to happen,
Right.
or what is going to happen, and there are just some things, whether that's the double standard coming out, whether it's one of those or not. This is what happens with the man. This is what happens with the woman.
Right.
Period.
I don't think it boils down to that all the time. I think it could be 50-50 because once we become one, we're a team.
Absolutely.
So I don't think putting titles on what each other has to do in a relationship. Well, okay, you got the laundry, you got the cooking, you got the this, I got the yard, and I got the. I don't think I have to boil down to it. Even though I wouldn't want my woman out there cutting the yard, but there's some women out there
They do it.
that be out there cutting the grass.
This is I'm gonna wash. I'm not gonna wait for you to wash.
Right.
And that's
right.
good.
Yeah, but on the other hand, in that supposed to quote unquote category, cutting grass that's in our category.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Taking care of the hedges, that's part of our category.
Right.
Doing the oil and all that kind of stuff, but it's women that do that though.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't like putting women in a certain category in the
makes or breaks the dating for me, because I agree wholeheartedly with what you just said. I really, really do.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying this is where I'm at with it. Like, if it's the dishes, I'm supposed to do the dishes. Now there are men I've been with that have washed my dishes for me. You know what I'm saying? And
But
I ain't cooking.
that's what
And I
you
take
feel.
out the trash. You know what I'm saying?
That's what you feel you're obligated to. That's what you feel you're obligated
Right. We can take that approach. Right.
Not supposed to though.
Right. Yep. We ready to move
Yeah,
on?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your idea of a romantic first date, and is it too soon to have a romantic first date? Are we still doing the romance now, or is it that everything is casual now? Because I mean, back in the day, it was the flowers. Shout out to KJ. I mean, it's all over social media. He's a romantic guy. You know what I'm saying? So is that still happening, or is it no? We got to get to know each other before I start doing flowers and candles and all this stuff. I mean, what's up with that?
I think it can still happen. I think it does still happen, but I think the person just had to be that deeply invested in you to do that. People nowadays, I think they kind of, I don't know, they got a lot of different angles, a lot of different options out here. They hesitate to do certain things. I feel like
still got
society is
chocolate,
different.
vanilla, and strawberry.
Right.
You ain't trying to break out
And ain't none
the
of them
candles and the flowers.
And ain't none of them taste like banana pudding. So it's like. Why I put this in the bowl and all them with nothing? It's out there. It happens, but it's a guy has to be really invested in you to say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna put all my bread and wrap it up in this and take out and do this all with it and not worry about she might ain't call me back tomorrow.
You feel the same way?
What's that?
Really? You got to be more invested before you bring out the romance. Is that how you feel?
Yeah, kind of to a certain point because it's like
it's hard to do all that like just off the muscle,
off the rip because you kind of don't know what you're getting into. You know what I'm saying? It's like you might. It is still a 50-50 chance that you can regret it and not regret it, but still, it's kind of like. You want that woman to kind of make you do those type of things and not a forceful thing. It's like it's something that somebody does to you. Yeah. Okay. It's like, man, you know what? That's a good person right there. I'm going to bless them or do this for them and that kind of thing. But to me, it's like when it comes down to the first date, I think that yeah, you can't put a time limit based off maybe if you talking on the phone for a few weeks or maybe to a month. And if you really get a good vibe from her, you like, man, I really enjoy talking to her, you know, this whole month that I had. When I take her out, I'm gonna make it special. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to maybe I might call the next day and be like, hey, you wanna, you know, go out and get something to eat?
Yeah.
And it, you know, it might just be.
I guess for me, it's like, why not start off with the romance? Because I mean, for me, because I like the romantic stuff. So I'm like, oh girl, he came out with the candles and the this and the that. You know what I'm saying? So on my end, for me, if like you say, you want a woman to basically kind of make you want to do those things. For me, it's like if that man is doing that, then I'm bringing something else to the table, because it's like he wine and dining. Let me bring something else to the table, because I want to keep getting that romance. You know what I'm saying? This is what kind of man he is. Let me step my game up. You know what I'm saying? Don't even necessarily have to be nothing sexual, but let me step my game up, because this is what he bringing to the table. Versus, you know, we just gonna keep it casual and we gonna see if that rolls into that.
Well, also you got some women nowadays, they don't want none of that shit. They don't want no, don't bring me no damn flowers. That shit gonna die today. Don't bring me no, I don't like chocolate. You know what I mean? I'm allergic to this. So you're like, well, fuck it, where we gonna go?
Right.
You can't, they scared to swim, can't go canoeing. Like, come on, man.
Okay.
Like, don't be doing, you can't do nothing now. But it's just, I guess you just got another woman, and like you said, that talking on the phone and whatnot, that'll help you be able to know her a little deeper than just, I met you at the club yesterday, you fine, I'm gonna take you out and take you to horse and carriage downtown. No.
Right.
Because you can see 3 dudes that you're going to be with after you leave me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know you like that.
Or,
So
right. Or at the same time, she might be allergic to horses.
Right.
See,
Right.
you didn't even know that. And you trying to be romantic, do the romance thing, and trying to be Romeo. Yeah, she's looking like Hitch. You know what I'm
Not
saying?
even in the emergency room, like, I didn't know, baby, I didn't know.
I date first date with the Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you want to fill out.
So you feel
Do you want me to have you
romantic
to
on the first date? That's out.
I don't have all those expectations on the first date.
Well, not really expectation, but if that comes about is if a guy is dating you and he does pull that out first, is that one of those like, this is a little too soon? Is it just how you feel about it?
If he does, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I'm cool with, you know, just to, you know, regular degular. You know, basic. I'm fine because I'm enjoying you. I like you. Right. It took a lot for me to like you, because I don't just go around just liking anybody. So if we're here, and I'm good.
So the
whatever
extra
we
flowers
do.
and stuff don't
I hate
put it.
flowers.
See what I'm saying?
Now,
So that's the first thing you be like, see, it's
Send me
different.
flowers.
See, I sent her flowers.
Smelling them every day.
She done cussed me out.
Wait, no.
I sent her the flowers, she cussed me out. So the next girl, I'm like, I'm not sending her damn flowers. And then you like, I'm looking for the flowers. Exactly. So now we confused, like, fuck her, I'm going to a white girl.
I'm gonna take it. You wanted to go to a white girl anyway.
Right.
That easy. I'm gonna take them. I'm gonna just be like, hey.
I'm glad y'all read like that. Let me let y'all know y'all with the shit.
Hey, you know, thank you for the gift, but you know, future reference, I don't like flowers. You know, they're beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank you for the gift, but I'm not a flower girl.
Now I'm going to go buy a vase and everything.
You know what?
I'm taking the flowers. I'm going to go buy a vase and some seeds
No,
and
I'm
all
gonna do
kinds of
that.
stuff.
I just don't want no more. You know, I'm like, why keep buying a gift that I don't want?
Yeah,
to be honest.
I feel you. I'm just saying I'm a flower girl, so I want the romance. But like you said, I mean, you get one this way and one the other way.
You gotta invest the conversation
Yeah,
first.
you gotta know.
You know what I'm saying? Before that first date pops off. Or you get all of that on the first date.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When
then you know if she allergic to lilies, she like, damn it, that didn't work. Okay. How would you impress the parents of the person you are dating? If they do not like you, do you continue to date them, or do you guys now have a problem?
If the parents of the girl I'm dating don't like me, if I still like their daughter, I'm still dating you.
Okay, so the whole impressive thing, you just ain't even worried about it. You like,
well, no, man, I feel like I'm a do my thing as a man to take care of you and do what I'm supposed to do. I mean, if they don't accept it, I mean, and we making moves to move forward, what can we do with that? Like, they may not like me for maybe my history or whatever, like, you know. But if I'm treating you right and you feel the same way, it's like, our parents can hold us back from that. That's different if I'm doing you wrong and you allow something to happen and they don't agree with it. That's different. But if you all the way in, we all cool, we got our own life, you feel me?
Right.
I feel like that.
Okay. Y'all got something on that?
I always respect the man in the pop, but you know, y'all not gonna control the life of me and your daughter. So.
I got you.
I'm kind of on the same page with him when it comes to that. Kind of on the same page.
Okay. What about you, Missy?
I don't bring
His mama don't like you. What you doing?
I don't bring a guy around my mom and my people until like a smooth year has passed.
Yeah, but if you're on the other side though, if his people don't like you. I feel like it's a little different with the females.
I've never had to deal with that situation. It's hard for me to speak on it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I go out of my way to impress your parents once we got there.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's important, especially if he's a family person.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but we grown at the end of the day. If we want to be together, we gonna be together.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna ask the panel one more question, and then we're gonna get some questions from the audience. If you guys have any questions,
Yes.
if you don't have no questions, make up some questions.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
You don't have to be on another question. Just whatever y'all want to say.
Whatever you want to
Whatever y'all ready,
ask.
man. I got some questions, man. You know, on the last episode we had.
We had to stop the question. Yeah.
A lot more.
How do you look at a woman who gives it up on the first date, and vice versa?
Ladies first, go ahead. I'll let you go ahead.
Have I ever done that on the first date?
Have you ever?
Have I ever?
I want to hear him chime. He over there biting his lip. What's up?
The soonest it's been is like maybe two months after we were talking. That's the quickest it's happened for me.
Okay. So what do you think about a man, I guess, that's even trying to go for you on a first date?
He's probably gonna get blocked.
Yeah. What do you think about him? Is it just one of those things where he just tried it?
A man usually communicates what he wants first, to me, from my perspective. And if that's what you want off top, without getting to know me, without investing, I don't want to deal with you at all. I mean,
so that's it. That's it.
It's a wrap.
Okay. You still thinking?
No, I ain't thinking. It's that.
Okay. What you got?
I mean, it's crazy because, and the reason why it's there, I just had this debate with my homie.
Oh, that
like,
was the debate.
Wednesday, yeah.
Okay.
So, me personally, I wouldn't judge her too quickly based off of that.
Okay.
Like, I have to see where you are mentally, you know what I'm saying, to, you know, if your conversation, all that kind of, if the vibe is still good after that. Because you have to have some type of vibe or some type of connection to kind of want to do that. I mean, unless you just both fucked up, you know what I'm saying, sloppy drunk.
Right.
But I don't know. I wouldn't just go ahead and throw the whole girl away yet, though.
Okay.
You know, I still would want to see. You know, I still want to assess her.
Okay.
To see what it turn out.
Is that one of those things though that kind of stay over here, like? I mean, she cool, but she did give it up on the first day, so it kind of like, not that it kind of against her, but it kind of against her. You know what I'm saying? You kind of put it over here. And then, so say if she does something else different, then you relate it back to this right here. Like, well, she did give it up on the first date. Does that happen?
I wouldn't do it that way.
Okay.
Like, I would, you know what I'm saying, like, give a full assessment of the girl first. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna pass judgment on just one gesture.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't do that. So I would have to see over time.
I thought that was interesting because I had a lot of people come into my DMs and all that kind of stuff. I asked different people this question too, and I was shocked at how many men actually said that they didn't look at the woman a certain way. But when I talked to the women about it, we automatically assumed that y'all thought some type of way about us. So that line right there is way off. I think it was maybe 2 guys in there that was just like, "Oh, she a hoe," instantly. But everybody else was like, I don't look at it like that. And I don't know if that was age, if that was experience or what, but most of the men did not look at the women a certain way. So I
feel like that's funny you say that though, because I feel like as a whole, I feel like women would probably say, "Man, you doing the first date, men think you a hoe," and I, as a man, I know that that's not the truth. Just because we in the first night, we still gonna look at you a certain way and say, okay, what is she about for real? You know,
yeah.
She could have just been really into me, whatever. What else she got to offer outside of this? Right. Is she a dingy chick? Is she look like she a slut? Is she, got some goals about herself? Is she, what she got going for herself, and overall we still going to we gonna be okay. You're not a hoe if I hit you on the first night. It's alright. It's okay. You ain't gotta go home with the
Right.
the next morning clothes like damn.
The whole
He said, both of y'all hoes. Both of y'all hoes. Right.
Wow.
So we're gonna take a second now to get some questions for the audience, some advice, some ideas pertaining to dating or anything that y'all got for the panel. Is there any questions out there?
Any questions? Oh, we go first right here. What's your name? Where you from?
Hey.
My name is Danielle. Okay, it's safe to say at 39 years old, I'm finally trying to learn what this dating thing is.
Right? You look good.
They are
With a 21-year-old, okay. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out this dating thing, and because I never, like, looking back over guys that I have dealt with, I never officially, like, dated. So it's someone that I am highly interested in, but like when you get like a vibe from someone, you want to be forthright, but sometimes you want to hold back. What do you think is too early to be like, put it out on tape? Because I'm at the age like, I don't want no more friends.
Yeah.
I want to find someone that we're on the same level, trying to be progressive, marriage. That's what I want to do. I don't want any more friends. So when you have someone that you're interested in, like how soon is too soon to put it out to someone to tell them this is what I want it to be, or do you just go with the vibe? Because a lot of people, when I ask this question, they say just go with the flow. Like, what is going with the flow?
Right.
Like when you go with the flow, you leave it too open for people, and I don't have time for that. Like, let's just put it out on the table and see what it is, and if it don't work, then when you put it on the table, then you move on. But I'm just like, okay, when is that point? Do you do that?
I'm gonna say for me, it needs to be out there earlier, and I say lay it out there. Not because of age or anything like that, but just from experience of the bullshit. So it's just like, this is what it is. I need to know that up front now because I don't have time. I got a daughter, so are we looking for the same thing? You know what I'm saying? If we're not looking for the same thing, then cool. Now, you do run into guys that for that moment, they okay with it, and then when you start seeing those signs like he still ain't even following in his place, something needs to be changed up. You know what I'm saying? But I think that needs to be out on the table right then. Just the same thing with getting started with dating. If you have that understanding that says we kicking it, or we dating, or we this, or we that, go on and put it out there now. So then we ain't wasting nobody's time. And if you even take it back to age and experience, at 39, you do look good, girl. Right. Even at 39, if they out there playing at that point too, nah, we ain't got. You know what I'm saying? They should even be understanding of we laying this out now because we don't got time at 39. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's ever too soon. Shoot, I'm saying it on the first day. Hey, bro, what's up? What's good?
Yeah. I think she's asking, like, you're asking as if what's too soon to let him know that you feeling him, or?
Well, I already put KJ. Okay. Sorry, KJ.
Oh, it's alright.
But I already put it out there. It's like, I'm really feeling you or whatever. But it haven't.
Oh, so y'all already been talking.
We in the, I guess, getting to know stage of what I'm learning from other people. I mean, it's only been a couple weeks. It hasn't been a long time, but that's just how I am. That's the point that I am right now. Like I told you that I'm feeling you. We feeling each other. But so it's like,
what we doing? Right.
What are we doing?
What we doing? Yeah.
So. I mean, I'm kind of reserved right now because we are getting to know, and I'm trying to find that point to say that those things that what I'm looking for. But like when I ask around with other people, I get various answers, and it just makes me reserved because again, I am learning this dating thing, but I know what I want.
Yeah. Cause I do still feel like the further you go into it, if you keep going into it and then you lay this down, it's like I don't even want that. We don't wasted this time over here. You know what I'm saying? We know we like each other, so I think you can go ahead and plug that in. I think it's been a few weeks. Y'all have already established that you like each other. So now let's go ahead and say, okay, what are we doing? Because we do like each other. Y'all got something on that? I'm the early bird on that.
I feel like, I mean, you can lay that down on the table. I mean, because that does save time. And, you know, if a person only wants one thing, he going to back up anyway. And now, granted, you got people out there who going to try to play their role. Oh, yeah, we can take it slow. But he still got other pieces over here, so he's not really worried about you like that. But when he plays his role long enough, he can, okay, now we can do this. I got a chance to get you now. But I feel like laid out there on the table, that definitely keeps you from wasting time and getting emotionally involved with something that he wasn't even involved with in the first place. So I feel like put it out there on the table. You know what you want, say it, and keep it moving. That's how I feel.
Church, we got another question right here.
And then my question for the two in the middle, since we were talking about vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry.
Tell it, girl. Do
you go into, like, when you're dating these multiple people, do these people know, so it's like a multiple question. Yeah. Okay, yeah. When you go into these situations, do these people know that you are dating multiple people? And with you dating multiple people and, oh, I'm just kicking it over here, or I'm really feeling her over here, I'm really like whatever. When, like, what is the cutoff point? Are you dating to be in a relationship with someone, or are you kicking it to be kicking it? Because, I mean, if you're kicking it with multiple people, at some point somebody's going to mess up or hurt your feelings or do something wrong. So what is grounds for, I don't know, like what I'm saying at this point, what is grounds for cutting the person off and then pursuing with the next person? So it's like a continuous cycle of you weaving in and out of different people at one time. So, okay, wait, let me conclude. Are you dating? Are you trying to date someone by dating multiple people? Like, are you trying to be in a relationship with someone, or are you just out here having fun?
I would say if I'm cheating with multiple people, they might not necessarily know that I'm smashing a girl over here, but they know we are just smashing. So it's all, everything here is just this sex involved, and that's it. You don't even have to worry about what I'm doing over here, because this is all it is. There's nothing else coming from that. So, and there could be 3 women I'm doing that with. So they can't question. I'm not saying that, but they shouldn't have to worry about that, because we've already established this is what we're doing.
And are you looking for a relationship?
In that circumstance, no, I'm not.
No, but in general.
In general,
yes.
with them, no, I'm just having fun. I'm just having fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
From my perspective, I date to marry, and so it's a little bit different. I know I'm gonna lose a lot of friends here. I don't believe in the whole boyfriend-girlfriend thing. I don't. I believe it's a waste of time. To ask a man to commit first to this relationship and then commit again to you. I see so many people in relationships for 15, 16 years, boyfriend, girlfriend, and they wonder why they can't get to the next phase. It's like, why would he?
Absolutely. You trying to get a ring on the first date?
No. I didn't say that.
I'm trying to figure that out, you know, as far as how you don't date.
Let me.
If I maybe could help her, I feel like it's well, just to throw it out there, I feel like what she's saying is if we've done this and established we have this feeling for each other and have been dead with each other for a year or two,
right?
Like, why I need to do this for another 5 years to figure out if you want to be with me for this long time? So
don't take that.
You don't believe in boyfriend and girlfriend.
I don't.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
hold on, wait. I've got guys I've been dating for 2 years. I got a guy I've been dating for 3 years at this point, and I just met another guy. Mr. Devin over here. I just met him 2 weeks ago. And there's a difference. You have to gain a rapport with people. You have to get to know people. It's like he has something that he wants, I have something that I want, and we have to spend time with each other to even see if we're on the same playing field first.
So the people that you've been seeing, that you were seeing for like 2 years, what did y'all consider yourselves?
Nothing. Friends.
And that, from the guy perspective, I'm thinking like, for me to date,
no,
if I'm dating a woman for that long, I'm probably doing some other stuff.
Without benefits.
So y'all was kicking it for 2 years without doing nothing?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, if the dude that's kicking it with a girl for 2 years, I don't know if it's heard of. though. Like a dude kicking with a woman.
It's all about the standard that you set. It's all about the standard that you set.
I'm not saying they can't do that, but what I'm saying is like, and it may not always be the case, but I know they get some attention somewhere else if they just
Exactly, because
going out.
notice I started it off by saying,
yeah, they over
you
here
get to see who you want to see, I get to see who I want to see, and I let you know we're not having sex.
Yeah, well, they go back to what I said to her was like, yeah, he gonna play his role to what I guess what potentially may happen with you, but he's still gonna do his thing over here.
You can have your little side chick. That ain't none of my business. We're not in a relationship.
Well,
You
so
say
it's not even a side chick at this point.
Yeah.
whatever you want to call her or them or
I
they.
respect it.
But if I be somebody I want to date, though,
I'm being upfront.
She's being upfront, and she's telling them exactly what it is.
Exactly
So one of
what
my
it is.
questions was like for you all on the panel is when you're dating multiple people, do these people know?
They do know.
that you are seeing other people.
Right.
But I feel like if I'm gonna date you, I'm taking you on a pedestal.
Yeah, I tell people I'm upfront. I ain't gonna lie to nobody.
Well, then I'm down for it.
Right. I ain't lying to nobody.
Like they don't know the question. Yeah.
Right.
But if I'm with somebody, you know.
We gotta lie. I'm gonna get back with you. Yeah, it's a lot of questions. Like I said.
Hey, I love it. Let's go. We
I
good.
think I'm innocent, so
Yeah, we good.
Am I lying? Okay, man.
Facts.
What's your name? Where you from, brother?
So my name is Frank. This is on the first date, and I think Amanda was like she likes the romantic thing and stuff like that. I think that you should go into the first date kind of like the first conversation because you're going to have to converse on that date. I think setting the bar too high on that first date might be a little steep for some of these other guys, probably myself as well, but because once you set that bar high, now you can't go no lower.
Right.
So I think you have to build up to it, but I understand there's people's personal preferences, to where I want this romantic date as I want it. So I think the first date, we can go to Chili's and split a queso, something like that, or something, just have a vibe, but you're going there putting rose petals out there, feeding the ducks and everything, you know what I mean? Like I said, you have to set that bar. Now every time we go out, you have to keep that maintained. Come on, that same level, you know what I'm saying? So I just think
Can come in different kind of ways, and it can come on a smaller scale as well. And if you are romantic already, you can start on a smaller scale without going up there from jump. So you can start here and still build up on that romance. Today might be a single flower, tomorrow might be 12. You know what I'm saying? You can start small and then get big. You know what I'm saying? Or your romance don't even have to be, it may not even be a rose petal and then a flower. Okay. And sometimes romance is not necessarily this large scale of candles and all that. It could be between just the two people and what the conversation was. We sitting in the booth getting close together. That's a romantic area for me. So it doesn't necessarily mean those material things or anything like that. So you can start on a smaller.
Also, I feel like women shouldn't, you got your own standard you got about yourself. But sometimes you set the bar so high and then you cut 99% of the dudes out and you wonder why you're single. Like, you didn't give dude a chance to even, I like this for him even accept, like, oh, okay, maybe I can try this next time. I know.
Yeah.
But you set the bar so high, he jumping and can't touch it before he even know your ass. I mean, even know too much about it. So it's like, I'm moving on.
Right.
She too prissy or whatever up for me.
Sometimes that's because a woman has already experienced this up here.
Right.
So when the little guy does come
But
in,
also,
they're like, we've already
the guy
had
who did this for you didn't have it. So be more open. Because you all the way to the top of the mountain and he wasn't shit.
Right.
So don't shit on a man who's still climbing the mountain.
Right, yeah.
He get up there, he gonna be stronger than the one that's already up there.
Right.
Cause he took the elevator. He climbed it. You feel me?
You want more?
Yeah.
What's your name? Where you from?
Okay, what you got to say?
Represent, brother.
Hey, I'm Devin. I'm from Spring Hill. Yes, I met Devin. She goes by Minkin. Sorry. So my name's Devin. She's Devin. I met her and Amanda and her friend, say about a month ago. Since then, we've been communicating. Communication is key for sure. I came from a 6-year relationship, and after that took place, I realized that 6 years is a long time for sure. Were we growing? Yes. Were we complacent? For sure. Along the way, since I've been single over the last year, me and her, we've only talked for, like I said, a month. Communication for sure. She told me earlier this week, she made it clear, like, hey, I just want you to know up front, I am dating other people, it's not just my ducks all, with one person, commitment, I'm not sexually in with this person, yada, yada, yada. I said, well, damn, if you think about it, guys, we all talk about it, we talk to 7, 8, my phone goes off all the time. She seen my phone go off. She met me when I was getting a number from a girl. She met me when I was hugged up, kissing, like some girls kissing me, and then she met me, right? You know what I'm saying? But it was dry, it went left. It's happened, it goes, it's just a matter of confidence in yourself and a matter of communication with me and her. We've been able to vibe on a different level. It's not that first time I met her and we went out but I asked her to go out the following week, right?
Yeah.
We went out and grabbed something to eat for like 3 hours, communicated, had a good conversation. But I just realized after that, I don't want that one night thing with her. It's not that if I do this, I'm probably not gonna come back. You know what I mean? So that's what a lot of guys think. Are you gonna do it one time? What is she gonna think of me? I don't want her to think I'm just one night guy. Because I wasn't that guy. I was always, I would say I was always loyal in my relationship with my ex. It's just that, over time, communication was just a big problem with me and that person. We fell off. We're good friends now in that respect, but when you guys kind of went left, I was like, what are y'all talking about? I was talking to him about something, but again, with her having an idea of men, multiple, a lot of people do that in life, but a matter of, are you on a level with a person to an extent, like, I can respect what she's doing, she can respect what I'm doing. Who knows down the road? I'd say just 3 times is our 3rd hangout, so we don't know where that's going to go, but over time it may get better, right?
I am all the way with you.
Straight up.
I mean, y'all teaching me something.
What you say?
Yeah, that's my mama. Yeah, my mama.
And where you from?
So I'm a Memphis mom, but I just want to say that I appreciate. That's the main thing, is to be honest. Let me choose. If you're having sex with multiple women, don't keep it on the low with me. Let me choose whether or not I'm going to continue a relationship with you, whether I want to have sex with you or not, and say, okay, well, he's having sex with other people. Let me understand that. I think that's the key. And if I want to deal with it, then I'm going to move forward. It's not going to bother me. It's when there is no communication and you're not being open with me and I got to figure it out, because that might not be the standard that I want. But if I want that standard, then I'm good. So it has to be, I totally agree, total communication and open and honesty. And if you're honest, that gives me the opportunity to say, hey, this is the person for me. You know what, I can't deal with it. And I just had one more thing I was going to say. You alluded to something that's 50-50. On a relationship, it's never 50-50. It is 100-100. If everybody gives 100%, it's all. You're giving all. You're giving your all to it. It ain't half and half. It's not 80-30, 70-30. It's 100%. I'm giving it all in there. Okay, I'm sorry.
We can go 30 and over club. In that age bracket, when you looking for something serious, are you meaning to tell me that like y'all are done? Like if you see a little something that you want to get with, fuck, have sex, are you telling me that y'all are not doing that because you're looking for marriage, or are you saying that you do still do that, but you're not gonna do it with the guy that you want to be with for real? Did that make sense?
It makes sense. I can always speak for myself.
For me, 34. I'm not even on I see this over here, I want to do this. For me, it's not. It is, this is what I want to do at 34. All that other stuff is a waste of time for me. So yeah, at 34, I'm like, what are we doing? I'm not saying I don't see somebody attractive or whatever, but I'm not trying to do the casual thing, the little dipping over here, none of that stuff. I do want my one, and we can move on. I don't want the extra ones at 34. I don't.
6 months passed and you ain't found no dude that's like serious. Are y'all just like, I ain't having sex?
Yeah, for me. I've been abstinent for 3 years before.
Okay, all the women agree? Is that what women, all men?
That's actually what I was going to say. Like, I feel like, okay, if I'm just met a guy and I'm interested in him, if he's having sex with other women, that's on him. I mean, I understand that's a man or whoever he may be, that you have your needs, but you're just not going to get that from me. I mean, I'm just for me, you're not going to get that from me, period. So I can hold out from that, and if I feel like if he can be on the same page with me, he'll probably eventually cut that off. Whatever it is, the level that we get upon, but it's just for me, that's just not what I want and I expect out of somebody who's dating.
Frizzy, FRIZZY222. You can find me on Instagram. I am a spoken word artist here in Nashville from Columbia, Tennessee. But I got a question directly for her in the middle. Yes, you, because I have a friend that actually is from Chicago. It's kind of striking my career. I'm wondering if this is like an area thing. But my question is, she does the same thing as far as she does not date. She won't date. She doesn't even consider dating.
Wait, she does not date. What do you mean?
As far as to say I'm in a relationship with someone.
She doesn't believe in boyfriend, girlfriend.
Right.
Okay.
Same way you do it, right?
Yeah.
So I'm trying. My question directly to you, because this is where my confusion lies. At what point does it snap to where you're saying we're together now, and how does that work?
I believe in letting a man lead. When he wants to put his stamp on it, he gonna do it. I don't ask, I don't beg, I don't plead, I don't push. If you can't do that on your own, I don't want you.
But you know, I feel like sometimes, you know, a guy kind of, sometimes he may not jump because he don't really know where you at with it. Like, if you don't really show any type of emotion towards him in certain ways, it's like, well, I don't know if she really cares, if she feeling type of way. Like,
I didn't say I didn't do that.
No, I'm just saying, I'm just putting out there, yeah. So if you kind of hide your emotion, I mean, he's probably gonna hide his emotion. He's not gonna be too prone to.
So I think where brothers coming from is like, when you're in the stage of in the 2-year mark, and you know you're not considering yourself as being exclusive, but yet you have 4 other dudes that you're dealing with. How do you go from, you know, not being exclusive but being seeing each other for 2 years? You got 4 other dudes over here, and you want the ring right after that? Because you said you don't believe in the boyfriend.
I never spoke of wanting the ring at any point in time.
So you don't want to
I said I date to marry. That's the goal. But I don't just openly and often communicate that throughout, the experience of dating you. Like, I'll put that out there on the table, like, up front, and I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm not gonna tell you nothing else, but we can talk about it. If you say, I'm kind of feeling you, I like our vibe, I'm ready to take it to the next level, we can talk about it. But
what is the next level? Because you said the next level.
It's up to you.
It's up to you. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, if you don't put a title on it, you don't say, hey, we're exclusive, cut the other 4 dudes off, and see how we're gonna be without these other 4. How can you go from that to straight in marriage? Because you said no boyfriend, girlfriend, just kicking it and then
if
marriage.
You show interest in a serious commitment, we can talk about it. If
but
you
where
don't,
does the commitment come in?
Getting engaged.
What if 2 or 3 of them say the same thing? What if 2 or 3 of them say, I want to take the next step? You done had 2 say that, I want to take the next step.
It'll never happen. It'll never happen.
So how would you choose from the 2 guys was like, I'm really feeling you. How would you choose to which one you want to?
I can only speak from the perspective from where I have experience in. I've never been in a predicament where 2 guys wanted to be serious with me. Like I said, we just had this conversation last week. Everybody is on the friend zone level up until the point where you say, I want to take this to the next level. I want to get serious.
What's the name of the next level?
Getting engaged. I understand why it's so unfamiliar because it's so many situationships out here where, it's cool.
She's leaving it in your court to say, okay, I know she's dating other people. Now I do want her.
But I
so
feel like
I
we're
need
coming
to
from
voice
is
that
like,
to her.
where's our exclusiveness by ourselves? Where's our exclusiveness by ourselves?
It ain't
before that. There's no period there. Like you said, so you going from 4 dudes to now I'm engaged. You got engaged with me. What's the period of me and you only without?
Let's back up. So if we're talking, we're dating for a year plus.
And you date 2 other guys for a year plus, right?
That's fine.
Yeah.
We're dating, you dating other girls too?
Right.
So we're dating for a year plus. You know me.
Right.
You've had an experience with me. You've had a rapport with me. If you still don't know at that point, I'm not gonna suggest that we do anything on the next level. You're gonna stay right there in that friend zone. So I mean,
so if I say, okay, I want to move forward. When I say I want to move forward,
if you say
I want to move forward. What's forward now? It's engagement.
It's engagement.
We got another question.
So there's really no gap in between.
There is no gap.
Okay.
There is no gap. The way that things were handled, like when a man was serious about you, did he not come to you and be like, hey, I'm gonna take you off the market. I got a ring for you. Was that odd?
So I'm just gonna be honest, since we're all being out.
Yeah.
So my style of dating was a little different.
I thought that's wrong.
I prefer a different type of relationship where I was not necessarily wanting the ring or nothing.
Oh, you didn't want the ring?
Okay, we got to push it in.
Okay. So I'm not, and yes, I did experience that kind of dating, and when they got to that level, I let it go because I was up front and said, that's not what I'm looking for. Exactly.
But that's how a man showed you he was
But that's
serious.
how a man showed me he was serious.
Exactly.
I just made sure that I was honest and said, this is not what I want. Either we can move forward, and I've been let go because of that. I don't want to date you, no, bro, because I want to take it to, but it's not what I wanted. So just to be blunt and transparent, that was not the type of relationship I was looking for, and still do not look for.
One more question. We got two more questions, actually. What's your name?
After that question, we'll finish with.
Okay. What's your name? Where you from?
My name is Tisha, and I'm from Nashville. And I also have a question to you and anybody else who want to answer, but you said that you dated somebody for 2 years and then the other guy for 3 years and somebody that you just met 2 weeks ago. At what point do you say you're not dating them anymore though? Like 2 years, it shouldn't take any man 2 years that they want to be with you. So at what point do you cut them off, you know?
When I get engaged?
No, like. But why are you still dating them? They have themselves up to say, hey girl, I want you. You know, oh, you dating 3 other dudes, but I want you. When do you cut them off? Why do you keep going dating and stringing them along with everybody else that you just gathering up men now? You know, when do you cut them off?
Nobody's taking me off the shelf.
So you keep you from 3 years, although he didn't want you?
No, hold on. Wait, that's not what he said. That's not what's going on. So the guy I've been dating for 2 years, he lives out of town. It's a long distance thing. Okay. So guy I've been dating for 3 years, he came out of a long-term relationship. So it's not a case of them not wanting me. It's the case of, have we had the conversation to say that we are ready for this next level? Have we had the conversation that we're right for each other? Yes. We know each other as friends. Friendship don't have a time limit. You can know somebody for a whole lifetime. It's like, why?
Making friends is what you're saying.
Like I said, you're in that friend zone until you stipulate that you want to be out of that friend zone. And the only way for you to get out of that friend zone is for you to put a ring right here. Okay. So I mean,
so there is no time limit because we just
there's no time limit. We just friends. Okay. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing it. I'm not taking a loss, and it's like I don't take it as okay. Well, you know, he showed you that he don't want you. I'm still dating other guys. I've showed you I don't want you that much either. So it's not like I'm not taking a loss here.
You just keeping them as friends.
Yeah.
So you're not considering it dating basically. You're just making friends.
We go out on dates. That's the only reason I say date.
Dating,
you know?
right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Appreciate that. So let me turn myself down because I can do that. Hold on. Okay. So I just had a question. Everybody been going off the same person. So I just had a question about your thing. So can I ask you a personal question?
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
Have you been married before?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So how long were y'all involved before you got married?
We went to high school together.
Okay.
So I knew them for 2 or 3 years.
2 to 3 years.
But we weren't involved.
No.
Necessarily. I mean, we knew each other.
So y'all were just friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how would, so I guess like when we talk about this kind of stuff, like we talk a lot about the guy should go ahead and he should, you know, take initiative. He should, you know, let you know how he feels, all that stuff. So how does he get a feeling that you are ready to make that step? Like if you're dating different people, like how does he know that he's different from that?
We have a conversation. Like it's not as ambiguous as everybody. I don't know why it automatically goes into this like realm of ambiguity.
Yeah, and I don't want to sound
we don't have conversations.
You know, like, it's just different.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like we have conversations every day. You know, like we talk to each other, we vibe, and it's like if you're feeling something that leads you to believe that you want to be more than just friends with me, then you're going to communicate that. It's a very natural thing. I'm not pushing you. You're not pushing me. I mean, if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. I just don't. I'm not overly anxious to get to that relationship phase, but I do know I only want to invest my energy into something substantial.
Okay.
So I mean, with that being said, it's like if you always go with the flow, if you always, well, let's just see how it goes. If you always allow somebody to procrastinate with your time, you're gonna be out here with nothing.
Right.
You have to set standards, and that's the only thing I'm saying. I'm not trying to sound like, you know what I'm saying, no female gigolo or nothing like that. I know it sounds odd, but also, like I said, everything I do has a purpose and a reason. And I'm open and honest with everybody I'm involved with. And like I said, if we do get to that, when you see me get married, just know I'm finna be married forever. I'm finna be married. So, feelings aren't the only contributing factors to the situation. I look at what he's bringing to the table, you know, the likelihood that he's actually gonna be a good mate for me, you know, his financial situation, what his credit look like, how long he been on his job, you know, it's a lot that goes into it. You know what I mean? You know, your relationship history, you know, do you cheat? Do you flirt with other girls while you in a relationship? It's so many. There's so many other factors that go into it that I think about.
So we're gonna get back to the question of the next set. Go ahead, man.
All right. I just got a couple more questions and then we just gonna wrap this up. Why do men start out opening doors and then afterwards it fades away? Is that just an impression thing that you guys give for women if you even open the door? Some men don't even open the door. But why do they start out that way and then fade it out? Why bring that to the table first if that ain't really what you do?
I mean, I feel like it's an impression thing. I feel like it may be something that they think you would like. Well, I guess back in the day that's what men did. You know, back in the day, I guess still typically, but so they feel like, okay, if I do this, she gonna be a certain way towards me, whatever. But it's not really me, so that's why it fades off. But something that you do naturally will always be you. Like you bought somebody flowers the first day because that's what you do. You probably do it for 30 years. But if it's not you, you know, you're gonna be like, I'll bring you flowers for 2 weeks. I'm tired of doing that shit. I'm gonna come home. So it's an impression thing for me. I feel like.
Yeah, I feel the same way. If you know you're trying to give off a false impression, you know what I'm saying? It's, you know, just like a lot of people are going to show themselves after a certain amount of time. You know, everybody's going to try to put their best foot forward first. That's why I believe in, you know, just like what she was saying, is you know, it's better to just put how you are, everything about you out on the table as soon as you possibly can to know what each other's dealing with, so you ain't wasting no time. But you know, back to the point, you know, a lot of people they do certain things because they think that, you know, that person is gonna like them. Well, I'm gonna buy flowers because I think she might like that. You know, or I'm gonna open up the door and not chirp the car door because I think she might like that. They might give me the draws a little faster. Right.
And if that's what he's looking for, he think that he's gonna do that for you and you and you. And then y'all may fall for like, oh, he's actually opening the door for me. Ain't nobody opening the door for me. And then y'all do it, and then he in and out. Like, y'all let that impression.
So with that,
all the way around.
I guess I want to ask, like, how does a person know if they're being finessed or like why they're dating, how did they, or used or anything like that? Because you can start off with that, and like you said, if that's what you look for, you're gonna move accordingly. Right. So how will a person be able to identify? How would a woman identify that? How will I know?
I would just say, man, just be. Don't look over red flags. Like certain things that look a little fishy. Take it as what it is. Like it's a little, you don't do that. Yeah, it's looking to probably something else going on. Yeah. Like don't ignore that. Okay. Don't be well, he take care of me. That's alright. He do this for me. That's alright. And you wonder why down the road he didn't cheat with 7 women because you looked over that. Right. He came home from work this time, or he did this, this, and this. So yeah, look for red flags, and it's something there.
Okay. Yeah. Nobody else got.
I mean, I think, like I said, time will tell. You know, after a while, you know, people are gonna eventually show who they really are after a while. So, you know, just give it time. Like he said, don't overlook the red flags. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Just see what his consistency is like, because you know, it might be some guys out there, they opening up the doors and they see their chances are dwindling. You know, it's slimmer and slimmer, then I ain't finna get this. You know what I'm saying? Then that's when it stops, possibly. Yeah. But if it's genuinely him, it's gonna be like that all of the time. So you know, you have to kind of be a good judge of character. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are green and kind of don't see that. But those are the not not losses, but lessons that you have, you know, throughout your dating, you know, your time of dating.
Right.
You know, you start to learn how to, you know, pinpoint those things faster, so you're not wasting your time. So consistency, I would say, you know, is the thing to look for.
Okay. I do want to hear from you. Did you have something right quick?
In relation to your question, when you say why does it fall off, you know, sometimes it could be how it's perceived or appreciated, you know. Like I feel like sometimes if guys are doing that and the female isn't grateful or it's not reciprocated or whatnot, it's like, dang, I'm trying to do this for you, and you just.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I'm trying to find out if I want slaw, and she make potato salad. Should I get mad about that? But it's still the same.
Hey, what you want?
Cause y'all so serious. I had to break the binocular a little bit. I'm like, man,
It's real.
it is real.
I got one more.
Yes, but
Hey, I'm eating potato salad, but like, you know what? I appreciate it, but I want coleslaw next time.
Tell him, Cole. It better not be from KFC, because I know how this made. I like helmets. I don't like
Alright, some of your deal breakers, you absolute, like, will not tolerate taking out physical attraction and finances. Can I get 3?
Deal breaker.
Deal breakers. What are your
You
deal
said taking out finances and what?
Physical attraction.
Attitude. See, attitude probably some. I feel like what you. I don't know how to put down in one term, but what's your goals for yourself? Do you have any? What are you striving to be? You know, are you content with, you know, living in the realm that you're living in now? Like, do you always want to? Are you shooting for something that you know what I'm saying, can go forward that's actually means something, not just content and just being whatever little funk you in. But I would say attitude, being content, and let me think.
I got my 3. I'm waiting on you.
I would say I guess bad hygiene, but I ain't really.
Okay. For me, it would be men who don't like kids, a man that doesn't believe in God, and smokers. No smokers. That would be me. I have a daughter, so if you don't like kids, you out. If you can't believe. It don't necessarily mean that you don't believe in God, but if you can't even help me in the power of prayer, we ain't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? Church. And then smoking, it just ain't me. So yeah, those are my 3. What y'all got?
Smoking over here too. A man that's inconsistent, it's a deal breaker. And if I ask you specifically not to do something, and we communicate about it, and you do it anyway, it's a deal breaker.
Thick-headed man, hard-headed.
Not hard-headed. It just tells me that you're not listening, not paying attention.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like having a conversation about it. Like I really don't like when you flirt with other women and you do it again. Done. Okay.
The one thing I can say, just for put it out there, I always want a woman to be themselves, whatever it is. If you from this background, be yourself. Don't try to act a certain way because you may think I like a certain type of woman. Because I'm gonna like you for being yourself.
So
don't ever act a certain way because I'm gonna look at you like you ain't even like that.
Right.
Like, nah.
What's your 3, Chance?
My 3, most definitely want to have kids.
She gotta want to have kids.
She's gotta want to have kids.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have any kids, so that's one. Like bruh said, attitude. Like I'm not finna deal with that at all.
Yeah.
You know, that type of stuff. You know, it takes years off your life. You know what I'm saying?
That's one reason why men die younger than women. They deal with that stress for 40 years. That's why we die early. Deal with high blood pressure, not from the chicken, but from the stress. Oh yeah, go ahead. I ain't mean to go.
You're right. That type of stuff withers your bones, man. So I want a woman with good energy. And then thirdly, you would have to have substance. You know what I'm saying? Like if I can't talk to you and like all we doing, we just fucking all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I can't just lay up with you and we talk about a movie or, we talk about politics or even sports. Like if I can't talk to you, if you don't have any type of substance to feed my mental, that's a deal breaker for me.
Exactly. Oh, she got one. Oh, finger.
Nah, yeah. Absolutely. All right.
Hey. Oh, you got you about right? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm about to say. He's single now. He's single.
Right.
Hope I got on tape.
Separate clothes. They didn't know how much
before I end the podcast, I am going to bring up a young man to show off his talents before you guys leave out of here all the way. But ending this podcast, I first want to say thank you guys for the support and thank you for this lovely channel. Thank you. I want to leave you guys with this, especially the females, when it comes to dating and relationships or any life situations that you're going through. Make sure you're doing it for yourself. Make sure you're not making decisions based off of that man or what you want them to do or anything like that. Do what it is that you want to do. So if it does not work out, there is no regret, there's no hurt towards them or anything, because that was what you wanted to do in the first place. Okay, so I'm going to leave the females with that. And really, really quickly, do you guys have any advice for the females or the fellas or anything like that before we close out?
I just agree with what you said about, the women do stuff for you. Because, fake asses and fake titties won't get you married. You should look at it and see that. So when y'all say we like this and that, that wasn't the reason he married. Just be yourself. End of the day, you're going to attract that guy. He's going to like you for you. Don't do nothing for nobody else.
Y'all got any advice?
I would say don't be afraid to communicate what you want. There's no reward in, keeping everything to yourself. A lot of women feel like they have to downplay what they want in order to keep a man. Like you get a man that don't stay when you do that. Yeah. So, that's all I got.
What you got, Chance?
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. Communication on both sides. You know what I'm saying? If you don't communicate, you could easily be wasting each other's time. And put out as much as you possibly can on the table as soon as possible, because, especially if you get to a certain age, that's what I was going to, tell you. It's like, you shouldn't even be asking, is this too soon or too not? You know what you want? You know what you feeling?
Go get it.
Let's go ahead and just put that out there on the table, because a lot of women feel like, oh, well, that's a man's job to come and pursue me and chase me. No, he might be on a certain level, or a certain wavelength than you. But if you just let him know, it might go ahead and speed up the process. He might be a little reserved. So just put it out there on the table as much as possible can as what you want.
Put it out there.
Don't wait for the supposed to be.
Right.
So above anything, I feel like everybody should pray to God in detail as far as what they want. You can't forget about that. In agreement with you, there has been no story in the Bible where anybody dated. You know what I'm saying? That's another fact. And just take dating like buying a car. You go into a dealership, put it all on the line. I want a car this year, this mileage, things of that nature. Once you get all the information, everything is good. Then once again, test drive again. You gotta test drive the car now. So that touches back on the having sex the first date or whatnot. It's all about vibes and energy and whatnot. So just take it as that. But above anything, just put God first.
You gotta put God first on everything. With that condo, house note, all notes, love notes. But you have enough Unpacked Bags podcast. Man, I'm coming
heavy every week.
Yeah, every time we have.
Oh my God, man, I'm like, you got people in the back that's like, hey, I don't know what to say. And everything, well, you ready?
All right, we're gonna have Christopher. Christopher Gooch. Come up here and spit a little bit of knowledge. You guys enjoy. Eat the rest of that fruit and all that good stuff. Yeah, I took a little healthy this time. Yeah.
It's all right. Appreciate it.
But I do thank y'all, and now we'll have Chris.
Look, my nigga sell dope, my nigga told guns, my nigga live life, it ain't no love, no ain't like that, we don't give a fuck, learn how to cry, so we turn to drugs, but still my nigga. Yeah, but you still my nigga. Yeah, look, my nigga sell dope, my nigga told guns, my nigga live life, it ain't no love, no ain't like that, we don't give a fuck, learn how to cry, so we turn to drugs, but still my nigga. Yeah, look, but still my nigga. Yeah. Okay, here's a little story about a nigga I've been knowing since about the 5th grade. Little nigga, but he had to show him he ain't going, so he got the switchblade. About whatever long as he get paid. Even down to run a quick fade. Got a pistol, that's when any nigga think he's slipping. He can get his shit laid, make a quick play. That's how you find a nigga. We're clean people that look grimy niggas. Watch for this so in case one of the time is different. But he knows time to slide it, nigga. Get it and ride my nigga. And it's up when you find the pistol. While they roll into the city trying to find the mission. You can get the magazine if you find the issue. You dodge your missiles. If you end up trying it, nigga, he find it. They come straight up with that iron. Like we do show you. Pop like brand new tags and try to kill the bank. Purpose says brand new bag is worth straight with burns. They play open chest. All years been really see. We can get them tagged, we really free. Get off in the bag, see really eat. Nigga combo extra fried. Since the young nigga, he been a heat. Living iron, no exercise. Ain't no lie. Ain't unless I'm fly. He ain't never let shit slide. He don't hide. Only keep the tray close by. He's beating for extra size. Nigga sell dope. Nigga told guns. Nigga live life. No love. I love that song. I love that song. I'm about to die up here, but I ain't heard some more.
Get it, nephew! Get it, nephew! But hey, man, I love it. Scatta Entertainment presents Unpacked Podcast, man. This is an Unpacked Line sponsor. I'd like to give it up for Amanda. Let me give it up for Amanda. Let me pass it around. Pass it around. Just who you are, the names and all that.
Well, again, my name is Chris. You can follow me on IG, just Coleman. And hopefully I'll be back on the podcast for the next 100 of them. So I'll see y'all later.
Again, I'm Devin. I don't have an Instagram shout out like that, so that's that.
Hey, I'm CJ. I'm CJ. I'm KJ. Hey man, you catch all this on ScattaSites.com. This is Scatta Sites Entertainment Production, upper echelon entertainment production. The Cypher Podcast. We got something going on 25th. If y'all ain't doing nothing, me and Sean got it coming out. We in Smyrna at Ridge's Barber Shop. I'm sorry, not Ridge's Barber Shop. Barber Lounge. There's 2 locations. Y'all come out. We have good talk. We have free drink, free food. We do the damn thing every once a month. And we like to thank Just Jeff on the one with the camera. DJ, love you, man. What's your name, bro? DJ Q. Like Q, letter Q? Q the DJ. Q the DJ. You were close though, you were close. Hey man, speaking of your thing, man, I mentioned the last one, man, it's a beautiful thing. Hey man, Unpacked bags, y'all go follow her, please. Locked and living. What else we got? You forgot about it's that simple.
You know what? I've been working out, but I haven't been in that area because I've been so focused on Unpacked bags and Locked and Living.
I seen you push the refrigerator, so I thought you was ready for this.
So I've been working out, but I haven't been posting, but I have been working out.
Hey, we about to get it, man. Hey, this look like 6 month film D-Ham. I love it, man. Hey, about
about to keep tracking. Broken Sisters, man, y'all go to ScottSites.com, you get her episode, everybody's episode, man. So just support, man. I love it. Y'all Jefferson is black. Call me Freezy. Appreciate the love. Hey, man. Take a sip on me. Bro, you did your thing. Church, preach, tell them now.